Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is Sami from the Black Room. I hope you had a great day. Today was my favorite kind of day because I it was a very tough day, I thought, and yet it worked out great in the end. But honestly, that's not why it was my favorite type of day. It's because I had the discipline to pass on everything this morning that I didn't think anything was great and wait for my trades to show up. Just wait. And of course, they did. Sometimes they don't. And my plan this morning was to do a video to talk about that part, the discipline part. I was up 400 bucks and I was telling the black room that it's a great day because I passed on stuff. I got out of the Tyson, I got into the Tyson short, and when I saw it was jumpy and wild, I said I'm not gonna be a part of this. I'm out. Made $160, I think, and then I jumped out. It eventually didn't actually work. Would have stopped me out. I was in it short. And then the next trade was BZH, or the next setup that I really liked, BZH. Such a great gap. I didn't like the setup enough. I said, forget it. I'm not doing this. And then I just waited, and sure enough, one after the other, the trades started showing up. And then I ended up with a pretty good day. There are a couple of things I'd like to address. One today. One is I obviously I gotta introduce the elephant in the room. The title of the video, I think I said the only way to trade and what trading is truly all about. What trading is all about is having the knowledge to wait for your edge to present itself, and then having the discipline and the patience to handle the trade whether it went in your favor or against you, right? That's what trading is all about. So you gotta have the knowledge to know when to pull the trigger, and then after that it becomes a matter of entry and management. You have to have the discipline and the patience to make sure the trade uh, comes to fruition or trails out if it goes against you. That's what trading is all about. But the only way to make money is to only take plays that you have confidence in. Okay? I don't care who calls the play. I don't care if everybody in the world is recommending it, the best traders in the world are recommending it. If I don't have confidence in it, I'm not taking it. Okay? Now, why is that? Well, I discussed I do just complimentary coaching every week for Black Room members on Tuesdays after the close, where we get together. They ask me questions, I answer them obviously, and I give them some coaching. Share with them my knowledge. I go over certain things that I've jotted down from the prior week, from the same day, like today. So in today's class, somebody asked me about how do you have confidence in your setups? And I said, and how do you handle setups how do you take or not take plays that you don't have confidence in? And I said there are two ways to deal with plays that you might consider less than ideal or that are not necessarily flawless. There are two ways to handle them. One is to pass on the play, because if you don't pass on the play, and you take it and it goes against you, what is going to happen? What's going to happen is if it goes against you, you're not only going to lose money, but you're going to lose confidence in yourself. You're going to lose trust in yourself. Why? Because you knew it was questionable and you still went ahead and took the play, right? That's not a way to build confidence as a trader. That's a way to destroy your own self-confidence. So that's why I don't take plays that I don't think are great, that I don't feel right about. But then the other part is, what if you take the play and it actually works out? Well, here's what happens. If the play that you took, that you didn't have a lot of confidence in, worked out, then two things are going to happen. One, it's going to reinforce bad behavior, meaning tomorrow you're going to take the same play, and the day after you're going to look to take the same play, but you're going to lose money because This play is not very good. Wasn't very good. You took it. You just got lucky that it worked. But the second thing is because you didn't have a lot of confidence in it, guess what happens all the time? If I ever take a play that I don't feel great about, that I don't have a lot of confidence about, I never manage it right. Stocks don't go up in a straight line. They go up and then down and then up and then down, and then they try to shake you out before they finally reach the target. Let's say this was the target. If you take a play that you don't have confidence in, you're going to get shaken out. So even if the play works in your favor, you're still not going to make much money. So if it's a questionable play, likely it has high odds of failure. And if it fails, you lose money and you lose self-confidence. And if it works out, it's going to reinforce bad behavior. And the other thing is, if it works, you're probably not going to be in it when it reaches target because you'll have gotten shaken out. You didn't have a lot of confidence, so you couldn't sit tight. Does that make sense? And that to me is what trading is all about. I trade with a lot of confidence. I cannot trade without my confidence. But there are plays that I have zero confidence about. I don't like them that much. Well, the ones that I don't have any confidence in, I don't even stop and think about them. I don't even consider them. I just move on. But the plays that are, so-so, that are in between, that are really kind of interesting, but they're not solid. They're not rock solid. If I were to rate them or score them on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, they fall in they're about a 5 or a 6. They're okay, but they're not terrific. They're not an 8 or 9 or a 10. Well, those are the plays that I pass on still. Or, and here's the other thing, is you wait for an SSS. What's an SSS stand for? Stands for a secondary sign of strength. So you wait for a secondary entry. If the play gives you secondary confirmation of its bullishness, if you're trying to play long, or bearishness, if you're looking to play short, then you can get in it. So let me show you the BZH, which I actually ended up passing on today. So here it is, the setup that I mentioned this morning on the mic in the black room, over 75 or 76, I think. 76, 976 long. Why? Because it's a terrific gap when you have a stock that's in a long-term downtrend and gaps over a pivot and multiple red bars, clears the 20. I mean, this ended the long-term downtrend. Institutional money is now going to be was in it short is going to be looking to cover. A lot of shock value by gapping over multiple bars. The daily trend has failed. I mean, terrific, terrific gap. But the pullback was pretty deep. We retraced 100% of the initial move up. And in the base here, to play long above, was not very tight. It's not like we had a tight base. What I liked about it was the shakeout right here. So we had the breakdown. The shakeout means a breakdown failure. See this? That is a breakdown failure. That was a breakdown failure. So that's what I liked about it. I considered playing it over 976, but I didn't. So, okay, so I didn't do it. Maybe in hindsight, I should have done it, but at the time, that didn't feel right, so I didn't do it. I'm fine with my decision not to have taken the play. But I just want you to know that if there is a play that you're contemplating and it's a 5 or a 6, it's not a 1, 2, 3, or 4, those never ever take. It's more of a 5 or a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10, meaning it's not bad and it's not great. So what you can do is pass on the first entry. That's the first course of action. But then the second thing you can do is watch it for confirmation. What do I mean by confirmation? Meaning if you thought this shakeout, this is a bullish gap, so the daily is a go, right? The macro is a go, macro and micro, right? Micro is the intraday. So if the daily is good, then the intraday, wait for it to become good. If you think this is kind of interesting, we got the shakeout. If we break above this, it'll be interesting. Um, it'll be, I mean, a valid breakout. Then, but you don't like it yet enough, then wait. Wait for something to happen. Wait for the stock to show you some more bullishness. How does it do that? Well, it got the red bar, so that was the chance That was a chance for the bears to take it down, to take it lower, right? But look what happened. The bulls overcame that challenge. They won that battle. So I didn't take it here. I didn't take it here, let's just say. But now I can take it. Now I could have taken it right here. See this? Because now I have not only the initial bottom, which was the first sign of bullishness, I have the secondary sign of bullishness by clearing that neckline, because it's like a W pattern, or by breaking above the base. So again, the plays that are questionable, first thing to do is to pass on them. Second thing is you can continue to watch. You can pass on them and move on to something else, right? Or if it's something that is really interesting to you for some reason or another, for me because of the daily chart, the gap, the professional gap up, then don't just get rid of them. Continue to watch them. And you watch them for what? You watch them for a secondary sign of strength to corroborate your initial bias. Once you get that secondary, then you can play them. Got it? So I was up $400 this morning on the mic, and I said that's great. $400 is not much. It's actually it was going to be the slowest I thought. It was going to be the slowest day of of the month, not just this month, the last several weeks, because I've been on a roll, right? That's what I thought. But look, good trading and discipline is its own reward. The market truly pays you to be disciplined. It's like karma. You're patient, you're disciplined. Guess what? Good things come to you. Not because of, not because I'm saying it here now, or because it sounds true, but I have no proof. I have proof. When you're disciplined and patient, what happens is then you have immense confidence in yourself, and you are basically making yourself available to participate, to take plays should the opportunity present itself. Why are you available? Because now you have confidence in yourself, you're in the zone, right? But also because you didn't get involved in low quality setups. Does that make sense? You didn't get involved in low quality setups. So now you are available to look for the best stuff out there. And so, anyways, today I ended up with $4,700. How? Well, I'm going to show you the trades, I guess, but I don't want to spend too much time. I actually don't have a whole lot of time. Um, the the play that showed up was the MHLD short, MHLD short, and that got me going. And once I got going, then the short right here. It's a small stock, but is very, very liquid. And then to tell you the truth, I missed the bottom because I was responding to an email. I mean, I get tons of emails every day, and I don't have the time to respond only after the close. So sometimes I try to respond during it. So I missed the bottom, and I had quite a bit of shares. But that was the play. And then after that, I did the RBBN, which was a terrific play. I did the HCHC, which was a nice trade. And then I did the GE short. I missed the GE long. I actually mentioned it in the room over 820 by 815, right here over 820. That's 820. Stop under 815. But again, it wasn't that good. I wasn't feeling aggressive this morning. I passed on it and it worked. I mean, really worked. I shorted it at the top. So that wasn't the way I wanted to play GE. I thought GE is what I said in the black room, could be the bottom on the daily chart. So I clearly wanted to play it long, but it went climactic. So I played it short, made it $500, whatever, small amount. But I was because of the discipline that I had this morning, I was available to take advantage of plays today, and I ended up having a pretty nice day. Most importantly, because not the money, but the fact that I stuck to my plan and I did what I was supposed to do. And that, my friends, is what trading is truly all about. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is, I think, a very, very important topic. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon, before I forget, I'm going to be doing a webinar tomorrow. Feel free to join me. I dropped the link in the description of the video, so feel free to click on it. You have to register, I guess, but it takes like a second to do it. And it's going to be tomorrow after the close. If not, I'll talk to you sometime soon. And if you're in the black room, I'll see you in the morning. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.